Hello all, this is David Baker, real estate agent here in the Phoenix area, and welcome to my recap of 2022, what's going on in the real estate market now and what has happened for the year. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Please go ahead and leave a comment, like, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. That way you're notified every time I put up a new video. I appreciate it. All right, let's look at this. We're looking at the Cromford report, and these three gauges here look at the supply, the market index, and the demand index. Looking at the market index right in the middle, anything between 90 to 110 is what we would be in a balanced market, which is what we are in right now. It had been below 90 just recently, but it has gone up, and we'll look at the reason why. Supply is a little bit below normal right now, and of course demand is below 80, which of course is below normal. Let's look at these things a little bit more in depth and how this has affected us. Now you can see right here this average price per square foot. We ended up seeing a peak of ballpark $305, almost $306 a square foot, and that since has come down since June to around 276 now. So we have seen a drop in home prices. There's looking at the average per square foot, and it's ballpark about $30, but it looks like it's kind of leveling off, as you can tell right here. Moving on. Let's look at the Cromford Market Index right here. You can see that there is several of our suburbs in Phoenix that are actually above the 120, which is still a seller's market. Fountain Hills, Paradise Valley, Cave Creek. Then there are some that are within what is called the balanced market, the 90 to 110. That's looking at Chandler, Phoenix, Glendale, Tempe. Now you also have some suburbs that are in buyer's market where you're below that 90%, and that's Gilbert, Avondale, Mesa, Peoria, Surprise, Goodyear, Maricopa, Queen Creek, and Buckeye, and some other places as well. So you can see that there is kind of the full spectrum, some that are still sellers, some that are still buyer market, but then overall, as you can see in this one, the market index is indicating that overall we are kind of in a balanced market right now at this point. Looking a little bit further, why has that happened? Well, you can see that the supply index right here, the supply kind of peaked up at November. We saw supply go up in a couple different, in most places in the valley, but then it's actually gone down a little bit since November. So because the supply index has gone down a little bit, that is affecting things a bit. And the demand index right here too, you could see we were above 120, which was, the demand was really, really high. And that was the case for most of like 2021. And then going into 2022, we saw that the demand ended up going down. We were below 90 by about May of this year, and it kind of kept on going down. But look at this, it's starting to go up right now. So why did it go down, and why is it starting to go up? I think you can kind of look right here, just looking at the average 30-year mortgage rate. You can see that we had been below 5% for the last several years. But look, it started going up basically, May, June of this year, and then it really kind of peaked to close to 6%, give or take around June. It ended up seeing a dip, through pretty much, September, and then it started going up. And of course, we ended up getting to about 7.5%. So how did that affect us? Well, that affected the number of sales that were happening on a monthly basis because people just didn't find that higher interest rate that palatable. But right now, interest rates have gone down a little bit, and you can see that they've gone down right here. So of course, the market index is going back up a little bit and putting us back into that balanced market. Now, what about foreclosures and stuff? People keep saying, oh, there's going to be a ton of foreclosures coming. You can see right here, it's really so small, it's insignificant. There really is not much of anything going on. People are still, especially people that bought in the last, several years, they have really great interest rates on their home, and a lot of them still have equity in their home. So again, interest rates are right there. So what does this mean for us overall? What, going forward? Well, I'll tell you what, interest rates are coming back down, and we are seeing that overall things are kind of getting better. You can see that because of the market index, the demand has gone up a little bit, and supply has gone down, unfortunately. But with interest rates coming down a little bit, I think buyers have a great opportunity. And this chart also shows it, because this right here is percent of homes out there that are selling that are paying closing costs. You can see right here, 48%, almost half of the properties being sold out there are paying some kind of concession to buyers when purchasing. And right now, very popular is doing a 2-1 buy down or a 3-2-1 buy down, or even what is called a permanent buy down, in which case you are getting a better interest rate because you're paying down that interest rate. So again, it's still a great time, I think, to buy at this time. I think we're potentially going to see where home prices are probably going to end up stabilizing here a little bit. We did, of course, see the fall right here, but you can see that it's kind of leveling out a little bit. Right now, this year, we really did see a lot of the drop in value, and it had almost everything to do with the higher interest rates. So once that interest rate stabilizes, we may see that it just plateaus out for a bit. So anyway, that is what happened this year. We did see home values drop, give or take, since June of this year. Had very much to do with interest rates. And right now with, of course, inventory is up from where we were earlier this year. Buyers have more choices. And because they also have more choices and sellers are having to compete a little bit more for the buyers, they are paying for closing costs. So you can get in and get a really good interest rate and get that interest rate bought down. So that is what is going on in a nutshell. That is what happened in 2023. I hope you found this information helpful. Please don't forget, like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Have a good day.